Welcome to the first edition of DMV Hoops Weekly here on the Department of Hoops YouTube channel. I'm your host, Mason Kinnahan. Each week, we will be recapping games from all of the DMV's D1 college hoops programs. From Fairfax to College Park, we've got you covered here on the Department of Hoops. It was the opening week for all of the DMV's teams, which includes some high-stakes showdowns as well as a renewal of one of the best rivalries in the DMV. The Buzz Williams era has officially begun in College Park with an 83-61 win over Coppin State last Monday. Texas A&M transfer Pharrell Payne led the way with 21 points and 6 rebounds in the contest. The freshman duo of Darius Adams and Andre Mills were the big story for the Terps. Adams was aggressive getting to the line, scoring 10 of his 16 from the charity stripe. Meanwhile, Mills finished with an efficient 13 points and 6 rebounds. Miles Rice and Solomon Washington, two projected starters for Maryland, did not play in this one due to injury. The Terps then took on Georgetown last Friday. The Hoyas were coming off of a dominant win of their own against Morgan State, where Arizona transfer KJ Lewis made his impact felt in his Georgetown debut, recording 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals. In their first matchup since 2016, the Hoyas got the best of Maryland 70-60 in a contest they dominated right from the start. On the road, Georgetown got out to an early 11-0 lead and fended off Maryland the rest of the way. Malik Mack had 19 points for the team, and KJ Lewis and Caleb Williams were in double digits as well. Georgetown only shot 39% from the field, but a great defensive performance helped them secure the win. As a team, the Hoyas had 11 blocks and 6 steals. Here were head coach Ed Cooley's initial thoughts after the game.
I thought our men were prepared from jump. Our preparation, I thought, leading up to the game was spectacular. I thought our players were very, very mature. Going back to how we got to this point, putting our guys in a hostile situation at Kentucky, at GW, and the global games really prepared us for this. It gave us some chemistry, some unity. And even though we got in foul trouble, a little banged up, I was really proud of our cohesive unit, right? They got it to 6 or 7, and I think we matched it with back-to-back baskets, right? I don't think we were shaken at all. I thought we had a really mature group. The two guys at the dais with us, I thought they were outstanding the whole game.
Solomon Washington did not play again for the Terps, but a statement was made by Ed Cooley's team on Friday night. Let's now go to Fairfax, where year 3 of the Tony Skinn era is underway as George Mason took down Wofford 70-46 in Monday's season opener. Skinn has never lost a season opener with the Patriots and continues that streak this season. Presbyterian junior transfer Corey Mincy led the way for the Patriots with 18 points and 6 assists off the bench. The big story, though, is the health of senior guard Braden O'Connor, who exited the game after only 15 minutes and was seen in a boot and crutches later in the night. He reportedly had surgery on Thursday and is the Patriots' only returnee from their A-10 regular season champion team last season. George Mason then played against Winthrop on Friday, and in their Gold Rush game, even though they were without O'Connor and Masai Troutman, GMU improved to 2-0 with a 96-90 win. Corey Mincy continues to shine with 29 points, including some clutch threes down the stretch, along with Jahari Long, the Maryland transfer, who added 22 points as well. Even without O'Connor, it really feels like Tony Skinn has built a reliable backcourt once again with the Mincy and Long duo.
We talked about protecting the culture. We talked about protecting the standard. And, I'm just proud of these guys. I couldn't get any sleep last night, just thinking about since I've been a head coach here at George Mason, looking on the sideline, having guys that, obviously we depend on just, being out with different injuries and different knickknacks and just kind of knowing the type of team that Winthrop is, top 5 in tempo. A team that wants to put 90 points on you, a team that did that, to be able to go out there and not necessarily play the brand of basketball that we're so used to playing because we just didn't have the depth, couldn't press, couldn't get after them, couldn't really do much defensively. I'm proud of these guys. I'm happy. This was a tough game. That's a team that's going to be really, really good in their league, that's going to win 20-plus games. And for these guys to step up the way they did, I'm a happy man.
Keeping things in the A-10, George Washington won their season opener against Maine. Western Kentucky senior transfer Tyrone Marshall tallied 13 points and a career-high 12 rebounds against the Bears, and GW needed it too. Garrett Johnson is still out as he still recovers from a torn ACL that he suffered last season, and Rafael Castro was in foul trouble early on. George Washington only shot 2 for 20 from three-point range. However, their stifling defense helped limit the Bears in the second half, giving them a 67-47 victory. Here was head coach Chris Caputo's thoughts after the game.
Yeah, really good win for us. When you shoot 2 of 20 and you basically have two starters that don't play, that's usually not a recipe for a 20-point win. But I thought our defensive effort was kind of there the whole night. Second half took care of the ball better. Offensive glass, awesome. That's obviously been a big emphasis for us. And I thought we weathered a couple of little storms, so yeah, good day for us.
George Washington followed the win with an impressive 99-95 victory over USF on Saturday. Trey Dinkins, the Duquesne senior transfer, led the Revolutionaries with 22 points off the bench. 4 of the 5 starters were in double digits, and GW shot 54% from the field in the quality win over the Bulls. Coach Caputo has to be happy with how his squad performed in the opening week, going 2-0 in the stretch. GW has a couple of home games next week against American and Old Dominion. Howard hosted Missouri for their season opener last week. Yes, you heard that right. Dennis Gase's Tigers traveled to Howard to take on Kenny Blakeney's squad. Missouri comfortably won 88-67, but there's still a lot to like about this Howard team. Senior guard Bryce Harris exploded for 27 points and shot 4 for 9 from three-point range. The 2024 MEAC Preseason Player of the Year had his season cut short due to season-ending injury last season. However, he is off to a fantastic start here in 2025. North Texas transfer guard Alex Cotton also added 20 points for the Bison. The duo combined for 47 of Howard's 67 total points. Howard followed it up with a dominating 103-71 win against the University of District of Columbia. Bryce Harris dropped another 20 for the Bison, and the Lehigh Junior transfer Cam Gillis was perfect from the field with 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Now let's go across the district to American University, where the Eagles fell to Wake Forest 88-74 on the road in their opener last week. Junior wing Greg Jones peppered the score sheet with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. The Eagles lost the turnover battle by 7, which ultimately cost them, but they were very competitive with Wake in the second half, only being outscored by 2. Sophomore Wyatt Nasadis' performance offensively was impressive, shooting 50% from the field and scoring 22 points. Here are head coach Dwayne Simpkins' thoughts on Nasadis' performance in this one.
Wyatt, quite honestly, the past week or so, he hasn't been as good. He's been very inconsistent. But he's just one of those guys. When the lights come on, he'll put some stuff together. Just do it through his toughness. So it was good to see him, drive the ball the way that he did. He had some shots to go in. He kept us in the game in the first half with some of his threes. Do we expect that to happen every night from Wyatt? No. But it's good to know that we do have it. We just got to get some other guys to step up now.
American was able to bounce back in their home opener on Sunday against UPenn in a close 84-78 victory. Madden Collins, a freshman guard, exploded off the bench with 25 points. A star could be emerging right in front of our eyes here in the DMV. Sophomore Julian Iturbe had 16 points and 4 assists, but it was the freshmen that were the big story for the Eagles. In addition to Collins, freshman Carson McDonald had another impressive performance with 11 points and 9 rebounds after 10 points and 5 rebounds against Wake Forest earlier in the week. Overall, the Eagles played just like the team that won the Patriot League tournament last season. But that'll do it for this week's edition of DMV Hoops Weekly on the Department of Hoops YouTube channel. I hope you all enjoyed it. We've got some more great college hoops again this upcoming week. We've got some more great action. So go out and support your local mid-major because they'd love to see you there. But for myself, Mason Kinnahan, until next week, signing off.